guys, welcome back to my channel. So today something a little bit different. It is going to be a talk through tutorial just because I have a bunch of new products which I haven't used on my channel obviously. Some are old but they're new to me and I haven't actually used them before, and it's something that I've always wanted to get. So yeah, if you want to see a review on some of my new products I have purchased, then please keep watching and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Okay, so literally starting off with a bare face because I have got pretty much a full face of new makeup products to try for you guys. And if you can hear anything, it is my fan. Honestly, it is so hot here lately. Like today the temperature is, at the moment it's 28 and I can't handle it. Like, I watched the news the other day and he was saying like there's gonna be 45 days without rain, and I'm like, please just show us some rain. But honestly, like, I feel like us being British, like, we can never win because we moan when it's rain and we moan when it's hot. Just give us in between. That's what we want. We want it in between with her. But anyway, starting off today, I am going to be trying the, well, it's new to me, the brow pencil from Benefit Cosmetics. Now, I did use the other one before, which was really good, but I did run out of it, and then I seen someone using this on Instagram and I did really want to try it because it seems really more precise and the pencil itself is a lot more thinner, which I like. So I'm in the shade number 3, which matches me the best, so I don't think there's no reason why this shouldn't match because the other ones do, and the brow gels matches me as well in shade number 3. I have just like washed my face with a cleanser, so if it looks a little bit red or blotchy in some areas, that's why. So I'm going to fill my eyebrows in as I normally would, and then yeah, hopefully it goes well. So I've definitely been liking a more of a natural brow lately, and to be honest, this pencil is gliding on really good, so I haven't really got to press hard. Like, I find like with most pencils you do have to press quite firmly on your skin to get the more pigment out of the product that you're actually using yourself. But this one seems to be working fine, and I like that it's got a spoolie on the end, so it's very travel friendly as well because you don't have to take a brow pencil and then a separate spoolie. You can do it all in one go. Okay, so they're pretty much done. I'm trying to grow my brows out as much as I can every time I get them redone, just so I can get them more fullness back, but it seems to match my brows pretty good like the other stuff does, so I'm going to carve them out now just to make them look a lot more even. Just zoomed you in a little bit just so you can see the products a little better. So I have purchased the new True Match concealers from L'Oreal. I bought these in Dublin because I accidentally forgot to take my toiletries to Dublin. It's a painful story, so I'm not going to go through it. But the shade I got was 3.D/W, and that is the shade Golden Beige. And then I also got the shade 2.R/C, which is Rose Vanilla. Now this one seems to be a little bit too dark to be highlighting, and this one seems an alright shade, so I'm going to use the lighter shade just to carve out my brows, as I said, just so I can make them look a little bit more respectable. Okay, so that concealer seemed to carve out my brows quite well, didn't seem too thick, so I'm just literally going to prime my lids using that concealer as well in the same shade. So yeah, that concealer seems to be a little bit more of a thinner consistency to what I'm usually used to, but I think it's fine on the eye. Sometimes I don't really like a thick primer or concealer on my lids for the eyeshadows to go onto. Now for the actual eyeshadows, I have brought actually 2 palettes. So I brought the Maybelline Total Temptation palette, which I just dropped and accidentally cracked the front of it, oops. But I also brought the I Heart Makeup in the palette Mint Chocolate, which has got a few different shades in here. I mean, this is such a beautiful palette, but I think like I usually always seem to go with a warm tones and things like that, so I think I'll give that one a miss today and jump in with this palette, because as I said, like there's greens, there's a cranberry colour, like it's a very pretty palette, so I think I'm going to want to use this one. Now there was a brush, an eyeshadow brush that come with it, and one of them sheets that come with it, but that's the only thing I hate about these palettes. Like I have got a bunch of these palettes, but I just don't like the sheet or the actual brush that comes with it. So I'm going to be using my own brushes today, so I'm just going to go in with this shade right here just to set my just set that concealer in place so the eyeshadows blend nicely on top. Okay, so that seemed to set the lid quite nicely. So I'm gonna go in, I don't even know what eye look I'm actually doing today, but I'm gonna go in with this warm tone shade right here just to apply it in my crease to act as a transition shade. Okay, so that shade seems to blend out quite nicely, and yeah, so far so good. So I really honestly have no idea what to do, but the main colours that are practically chosen out to me are this one, and this nice teal shade right here. I just have no idea what I actually want to do. Right, I'm gonna go in with the teal shade and just go for it and just go with the flow. I have no idea what I want to do. Okay, so I'm going to take a flat brush from Urban Decay, and hopefully this shade is really pigmented, else this palette's going to let me down. So I'm going to concentrate this on the inner corner of my lid and maybe do like a halo look. It's really a little bit pigmented, not as much. I feel like I do have to build the coats up. That's just one. It needs to be like sticking around here. Now I'm just going to take a normal fluffy brush and then I'm literally gonna blend that out. Okay, so you can see me blending it quite good. I hope it's not one of these shades like when you blend it out it disappears. Okay, I'm just going to pick a little bit up on the brush of that same teal shade and put it in my crease just so I can blend it further up. Okay, well that seems to be struggling a little bit to blend out. So I'm going to take the first shade we went in with and just go along the edges of that shade. I'm going to pack a little bit more and apply it further up just to help it blend out, because it's not really kind of being stubborn at the moment, so it's probably going to be one of these shades where you do actually like keep blending and blending. Okay, I'm going to dip back into that transition shade. I'll blend out the edges. Okay, so I think that's the best I can actually get this to go. There is a little bit of fallout, which is fine. Like with majority of these dark shades anyway, you do find that you get more fallout with them, but there isn't a lot. So now I feel like I need to use a shimmer. I don't really want to use like the green. Let's just swatch it. I've got to swatch it. So I think like the gold one is calling out to me more. Yeah, I'm going to use the gold one. So I'm just going to use my finger to know a brush won't pick these pigments up. Oh wow, that is a stunning shade. And then I'm just going to blend the edges of that out just so it doesn't look like we've literally plonked a load of glitter on our lid. Hey, I'm actually kind of liking the look. The teal was a little bit hard to blend in with, but it's fine, we've got there in the end. So I'm going to highlight my inner corner with, this like champagne goldy colour. Go through this pot. that was a little bit of a letdown. I'm trying to use a better brush. These shades just don't want to work with me today. I mean, it'd probably be best for a highlighter on the brow bone because it's more subtle. But for inner corner, I think I need something more with a pop. I'm just going to finish the upper half and I'll meet you guys right back. Okay, so I've just finished the eyes. Not really sure how I feel about them yet. Probably look better when I've completed the full face. To the next product, I am really excited to try this product out. I'm going to be using the Bad Girl Bang Benefit Cosmetics mascara. Now, I brought this on the way to Croatia. I literally used it a few times and it was like really good, and I'm like, I'm gonna have to do a video with this. So even though I've only tried like a few times, I still want to show you guys in case you haven't tried it and you do want to buy it but you're not too sure if it's worth the money. Now obviously I don't know if it was waterproof because I didn't actually go like underwater or anything like that with it, but it is like a bugger to get off, so I know like it doesn't shift, but like it is like amazing. So I'm gonna coat one of my lashes and then like show you what it actually looks like. The trick with this mascara, because like the brush is like very bendy and very flexible, which I do like. At first, when I first tried it, I was like, whoa, this is like really hard to use, but like I do like it, and it's best like to build up the volume and thickness that you want, and then just let it sit on your lashes a little bit and then go back in. Don't let it dry too much because then that's when you will struggle. So I'm just going to apply the rest of the coats. Okay, so I have actually applied 3 coats to my lashes. Now with this eye, I did have an operation on this eye when I was younger, so I am missing quite a few lashes like in the inner, like towards the inner corner of my lid, so just ignore that. But honestly, like, this is the length that you get after just 3 coats. Now I did do 2, you don't need to do 3, you probably don't even need to do 2, some people don't, but I just like to get like more blacker and more thicker. But honestly, like this is the length. You probably can't see like the fullness of it because of my eyes are like a little bit too dark, but honestly there is a lot of difference like between this lash and this lash. I just absolutely love the Bad Girl Bang Benefit Cosmetics mascara. It is one of my favourite. Okay, so the lashes are done. Okay, so I'm just gonna use these Wake Up wipes. They contained cucumber extracts, and I have used these a couple of times, and they was sent kindly from Misfit Cosmetics. And honestly, they just smell absolutely beautiful. So I'm just going to wipe away any fallout that eyeshadow created underneath my eyes. Now moving on to the face. This primer and the foundation are quite old now, but they are new to me, as I was telling you before. So it is the Too Faced Hangover primer and also the Too Faced Born This Way foundation. Now I've heard a lot of promising things about the primer and the foundation, so I thought I would give them both a try. Now I didn't actually buy the primer as it come. I actually got given 3 samples for it, so I just thought I'd try the samples first and see how it works on my skin, because I have got oily skin. So it's a cream one. That's probably not going to be, oh, it's very runny as well. This isn't probably going to be great on my skin just because I like need more of a mattifying oil control primer. It smells really good though. Oh, it's infused with coconut water, that's why. So no, it probably won't work really good on my skin because, as we all know, coconut water, oil, whatever has coconut oil in is and can be very oily. So we'll see how that lies underneath my skin. But moving on with the foundation, I'm really excited about this. As I said, it's a Too Faced Born This Way foundation. It says it is medium to full coverage foundation and also oil free, which is fantastic. Now I got the shade Porcelain. Honestly, like, I don't know what it is, but every time like I go and get my skin shade like for different foundations, they always want to give me a really light shade. Like, I don't know what shade she was going to give me, but my mum and sister was with me and I was a little bit too shy to say anything. It honestly made me look like a ghost. Like, it was really bad, and my sister Natty was like, I'm sorry, but no, she can't have that shade. Like, she was wanting me to have like this really light shade, and I don't understand why. But yeah, it was like literally too light for my skin, so this is why I went for the shade Porcelain. So hopefully this will match me perfect. It seems like it will, and I have got a little bit more of a tan, so. Okay, so that is everything blended in. The shade seems to be like really good for my skin tone. The coverage, it's true what it says on the bottle, it is medium to full coverage, just one layer, and it isn't full, it is medium, and I actually do like the way it looks. To be honest, lately I've been liking just a very light coverage on my skin, just because I have got a tan and I have got a few freckles, so I like my natural skin showing through. So I've been using BB creams. This is the first time I've actually used foundation, and I actually like the look it's actually left. But I am just going to apply a little bit more around like my nose and a bit of mascara in here. So it doesn't seem like it's oxidized at all, which is also a really good for this foundation. I'm actually like really loving this foundation. Like, it's really good. It's expensive, but I think it is like really worth it. Like, first impressions are like really good, blended out really nice, didn't cling to any dry patches, and it's true to its word. Like, it's medium to full coverage, definitely, I think. So for concealer, I'm gonna go in with the True Match one from L'Oreal and just see how it works on my under eye. As I said, it was more of a thinner consistency, so hopefully it does look okay on my skin. Okay, so that is the concealer. It is definitely a thinner consistency on the skin, but to go with this foundation, I think I actually like it. Now, to set everything in place, I am going to be going in with the Collection Sheer Loose Powder. This is a little bit more of a darker translucent powder, just because, as I said, I have got a little tan, so using a brighter one will just literally wash me out. I have had this for a while and I did stop using it. I don't know why, because it is like really good. So yeah, I'm just going to set my face in place. Then I'm just going to wipe away all that baking just with my pressed powder from number 7 in the shade Medium. I always use this, so it's nothing new with the powder. So for the rest of the eyes, I'm going to finish off just with that teal shade and just line my lower lash. Then to highlight my inner corner, because I haven't got a new one, I am just going to use the Tarte Cosmetics highlighter in the shade Exposed, just to brighten it up. I'm going to drag this to the green just a little bit and then highlight my brow bone. Okay, and then for the rest of the face, like for blusher and things like that, I brought the new Revolution Pro HD Contour and Highlight and Blush palette. Now these are all powders, and I'm going to go in with this shade right here, which is Con On Tour. Bit of a dodgy name, isn't it? But yeah, obviously I am going to contour with that, and I'm going to use my Millie Macintosh contour brush. Oh, it's a very nice shade. It's very nice and subtle, but very pigmented. It's be nice and easy to blend out. And then for bronzer, I'm going to go in with Coco Loco, which is this shade here. This shade seems to be very deep, so I just hope it goes with my skin tone. I'm just going to use the same brush just so it blends nicely together. Yeah, I've barely put anything on my brush, so this colour like is pigmented. And then for blusher, I'm going to go in with the shade Lush Brush. Again, using the same brush. Okay, so that was interesting. These shades are very, very pigmented but blend out really, really nice. I'm just going to carve out my cheekbones a little bit just so it looks a little bit more respectable. Then I'm just going to highlight my face using the same Tarte highlighter. And what I like to do to help blend it all together is just bounce my damp beauty blender over everything just so it melts together nicely. Then I'm just going to set my brows in place using the Maybelline Brow Drama with the brush from Benefit Give Me Brow, just because I like this brush a lot better than this, but I love their brow setting gel. And this is in the shade Medium Brown. And last but not least, for lipstick today, I think I should keep it nude because obviously the eyes are quite bold. So I purchased 3 of the new L'Oreal lip paints. Now they're all like quite nudie shades but kind of different, but they're different tones. So this one is 208 Off-White Liquid Lipstick, and then this one is 211 Babe In, and this one is 210 Dead Lip. Right, I'm going to see how this one looks because this one seems to be like it's going to be too dark and this one seems like it's going to be a little bit too pale. So I'm just going to use this one. That one was in the shade 211 Babe In. I don't know. I'm going to go in with a dark one just on top of that, which is in the shade 210 Dead Lips. Okay, that looks a little bit better, but I am going to add a little bit of gloss, which is the No. 7 High Shine Lip Gloss. I've had this for ages and I've used it in a couple of tutorials, but not many, so it is fairly new and I absolutely love it. So I'm just going to apply this to my lips. The last thing I'm actually going to go in with to seal in this deal is the Revolution Pro Fix Oil Control Fixing Spray. I did have this like quite a while ago and I stopped using it, and then I repurchased it, and it's just like a really good setting spray. I just like, I forgot how good it was, so let's see how it works. And then what I like to do once I've applied setting spray is just bounce my damp beauty blender over just so it helps this soak into the makeup. So I just feel like ever since I've started using the beauty blender to bounce in the remaining of the setting spray, my makeup just lasts a lot longer. Okay guys, so this is the end result. Out of everything, probably my foundation was the best product that I really did like the most. I mean, the eyes like have definitely grown on me now. The green was a little bit hard to work with at the beginning, but then once you just keep blending it, it obviously got there in the end. The lips I love. Just to be honest, I think this like was a really good makeup review because everything was fine. There wasn't anything that like was really horrible. Probably my least favourite was the concealer because obviously it's not high coverage, but then again it did go perfect with this foundation. But yeah, that's all I have for today guys. If you want to see more of makeup reviews or there's products that I haven't showed you guys or I haven't reviewed yet, leave your comments in the comment section below and let me know what you want to see next or what makeup products you want me to review next. But other than that guys, thank you all so much for watching and hopefully I'll see you in my next tutorial. But yeah, bye guys!